First for everything.
Dave's here before us.
This is what Dave has on trial at the moment. It's a Motion R Rangers.
Just wait for the dags.
The dags.
We chew that.
That's the chewing bit.
Nice though, isn't it?
I mean, you can fit your head in there. Jesus, on there!
Can even fit the mullet.
And on the inside it's all jazzed up as well with carbon and custom stitched seats.
Alcantara.
Would this be a bit of you?
Oh, this be a bit of, it's like a racing steering wheel, doesn't it? Fits your hands, like.
It's got the flat bit at the bottom.
It's a nice place to be.
It actually is a very, very cool looking pickup. I'm intrigued to see what he's
Oh, let's see what he's up to. Oh god. He's done a thing.
So this is the only thing that'll get you up in the morning?
I've been playing adult Lego. This is the closest I got to seeing how the car is going to look in so long. I was trying to see what my view line will be like, and then I realised there'll be a big engine here, so I won't see much.
I will say,
Look at that angle though, look at that angle. That looks awesome, doesn't it?
it's like it's fully decked out to the floor.
This is the height we're running at it, lads. I'm not even running tyres on it to get it low.
And then you go from this side, it breaks the illusion completely.
I look like an idiot. Look how far away I have to judge where that rear end is.
This is, look at your back.
Like, you could fit your MX-5 between Dave and the rear bumper.
I wonder how mine actually fits here. I reckon mine stops
to be
here.
fair, I would be roughly here. Which also makes me worry, how far am I away from down there? Yeah, but this isn't to scale now. Well, sorry, it's exactly to scale. This is the only model kit I've ever got that is to scale. It's a full to scale model Corvette kit that I bought. And yeah, it looks cool though, doesn't it?
Very expensive scale.
Like if I'm going to be here,
Very expensive scale kit.
I can't even see over the fender.
Just some.
But do you know what I can see in front of the fender?
What?
Just over the ridge there.
I'm surprised you can see it.
You might be able to catch just out of the corner of your eye a massive box that I want to open today.
This is. How long has this been in here now?
Too long. We've been pushing it and pulling it, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's in the box?" Like, we actually don't know what's in the box. We know what it is.
We know roughly what it's going to be.
We just don't know specifically what it is. So today we're going to open it and show you guys what it is, talk about it, try and see if we can make it work. And I would say more, but I have no idea. I don't even know how to open it.
We need to open.
We need to open the box, right? I'm going to off camera get out of the seat because there's no. Watch this, right?
Well, I was going to say, there's no way you're getting away from this now. Oh no! Don't fall into it! Oh!
How am I going to drive this thing? It'll look cool though.
Future Dave's problem.
Carbon looks great, doesn't it?
Looks very cool. That's not exactly how the black unit did it.
That's how it's safe. It's all safe. It looks bad, but it's all safe. Nothing's hitting anything. This is the box we want to open. How do we open
I was just going to say the same thing. How do we attempt on? I can see some nails here.
Do we pop open these nails and then this falls down?
You know what I'm hoping? You kind of undo the two nails and it just flops down and be a boom. Right, we need a hammer of some sort.
See?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
Oh wow.
We're the worst people ever right now. So many teasers. Is every side coming off by the side that we
The
want?
exact size we want is not coming off. Oh, maybe it will, yeah.
Is this the moment?
May or may not. You ready? All right, before we open this big boxeroonie, I want to give a big shout out to one of our partners here at Drift Games, Moorfield Motors. Now, the guys there are without a doubt one of the best, if not the best, second-hand car dealers in Ireland. They've got a huge stock, they have an amazing after-sales service, and they've got a bit of something for everybody from first-time buyers to SUVs to sports cars. They have some cool stuff like M5s and stuff as well. So check out their full stock on their website. I'm sure there's something for you guys there, and they're always willing to do a great deal and take a trade in. And if they don't have what you want, they will source it for you. So check out Moorfield Motors. They are supporting us, so support them. Now, let's open this box.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready!
Clearly.
It's the simulator!
Simulator.
is.
Right, so this is going to be Rocky's new house.
Sit down.
So, Rocky, what we're thinking here is we might put the ensuite bathroom here. Yeah. We'll do that. And then, no, you have to. I'm just showing you.
Look at your house.
Look at your new house.
Look at your new house.
Look how excited he
Too
is.
excited over it.
It's actually not a bad sized house for a dog, to be honest.
It's not a bad size house for you, to
It's
be
up to
fair.
yourself, Rocky. It's up to yourself. We have put in the soft floor.
You want the soft floor?
Do you want the soft floor in, or we can take it out? We might put some lino in if you want. No?
Then you have your car's finished, you're going to be in one of them.
That's a good point, actually.
We may keep the house.
This is watch a vision of the future. Spent too much money on cars, and I had a life, I had a house, and just couldn't stop buying terrible cars that needed more work. And that's where I live now. And it's not the worst. It's a roof over your head. That's all you can ask for, really. I've got 9 cars, and this is where I live. And a warning to anyone that thinks going down this road is a good place. It's not. The twist is we're not giving away the simulator. We're giving away the box. Yeah, you don't want the box. So we want to make sure that you can collect this stuff from us when you win. You don't have the option of the box because Rocky has taken that. So
Well, I guess they could, but they have to fight Rocky.
you have to fight Rocky over 3 rounds for the box. And even Ryan's face there says,
Wouldn't take on Rocky now.
there's no simulator nice enough for that. So thank you to the guys from Digital Motorsport. This is amazing. So we're going to talk through. We haven't even talked through the simulator yet,
No,
Josh.
we talked about the box for about 5 minutes, and now
I mean, we did put a lot of hype on the box, so at least now we know that it's going to a good. It's not only going to a good home; it's becoming a good home. So what have we got here? What are you guys going to win? I'm going to tell you what it all is, to the best of my knowledge, and then I'm going to let you guys know how you win it. So this is a full simulator rig, plug and play from digitalmotorsports.com. They send these boxes all over the world. So basically, a lot of people who, maybe some people are really into sim racing. If you're not, it can be a bit intimidating, Josh, can't it? Because there's a lot of bits to connect, and how does it all work together? This solves all that problem for
I was
you.
going to say, you had a similar setup to this in boxes. How long did it take
It
you?
took me a good day to get this far. So basically this is taking all the work out of it for you guys. So what we have is a Fanatec shifter. This is at the moment it is a sequential shifter, but you can press the button on the side.
You do the side.
I have one of these, I know how it works.
Sorry. Oh,
You
come
press,
on.
you press, you press the button. Across, there's a little thing on the side,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
you got H pattern. So you can go from
Dual purpose.
So in one switch you can go from Mustang to Corvette. Although it would be on that side. Anyway, never mind. And you've got a full Fanatec handbrake, which is very like a real handbrake, Josh, isn't it?
These handbrakes, it's not like an on and off switch. It's actually like a.
Yeah, you can actually gradually do it. So
Yeah.
it's a bit like the brake pedal. So if you put a little bit on or more on, it does that. You've got an amazing Fanatec steering wheel. You've got the Fanatec pedals with the clutch. So those pedals are really nice.
No, they're actually. You can set them up to be as harder than a real car. So the lights got you again.
Wow. So we've got a curved screen. I'm going to pretend I'm a curved screen.
So this will be that's
Yeah.
already boxed.
Does this?
It's a 32 inch,
Yeah.
but it's actually smaller. Do the hand motions.
Do the hammer. So it's not
Smaller
it's not
height.
It's smaller but rounder.
There
So you
you
get
go,
more of
that's
a field of view. So it looks like you're traveling at speed because it's kind of coming around the side of your head.
Exactly.
You also get the computer, which is here.
This is the same one you have, isn't it?
Yes, very, very good. Really fast, perfect for running what is over there, which is the graphics card.
Yep.
I run VR with an Oculus Rift and no lag, no nothing. It's
Which is
perfect.
pretty much one of those demanding things you can do
Yeah,
with the sim.
and it hasn't failed me any time at all. You even get the plugs to plug it into the wall. Like that's how much they go into depth in Digital Motorsports to make sure that you know what's going on. So everything you need. So screen, computer, put that in, plug in all the ancillaries, which is like your steering wheel, your handbrake, your pedals, put it all together, plug it into the wall, and download yourself Assetto Corsa, whatever you want, iRacing, whatever it may be. You want to do some racing, you want to do some drifting, you can do either. And in about, I would say with this kit, in about an hour, you are online drifting or racing. So how do you win it? That's what people want to know, Josh.
I'm sitting down for this.
Want to sit down for this? I'm going to make this very clear because the amount of people that message me on this is incredible. So at the moment,
Can I ask the most common questions?
Yes.
And can you answer them?
I will. Oh, you could be the general public.
I'll be the general public. So, I obviously know the sentence.
You don't know the sentence because we don't know the sentence. So basically, at the end of this series, which we're hoping will be mid-April, we will have the sentence finished. At the moment, we are making the sentence up as we go along. So the sentence at the moment is what I'm not going to say, but that's been in all of our videos all this way along. And one of the words is spelled incorrectly. That might be Josh's fault. We're just going to say it was a computer error. But basically,
We're going to say it's a swerve ball.
swerve ball. We will accept either the correct or incorrect spelling of that word.
Oh, really?
Yes. The reason being is that the last bit of this sentence will have numbers in it. So you will not be able to guess what those numbers are until those episodes come out. Does that make sense?
Well, technically they could, but it'd be a very, very, very unlikely chance.
The reason is they cannot guess it correctly now. Do you know why? Because I don't know what those numbers are. So I couldn't say it. However, I have a fair idea where I'm going with the sentence. At the end of the sentence, there will be the last episode when we release the last number or letter, whatever it may be, or symbol. And then at the minute that episode goes live at 8 o'clock, which will be mid-April, the first person, we're going to put a form up on it.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew it. I don't know which is more annoying. Right? So what we're going to do then is we're going to have open on the website. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a form on the website, and you enter by putting in the sentence, your name and your address and all the rest of your goodies, and the first person, we'll be watching it coming in from that episode, the first person to get it correct wins. That's it.
So another one is, are all the letters in order?
They are. Some people say, oh, is it like an anagram? And I'm like, no, you definitely don't have the letters if you think it's an anagram, because it has clearly spelled out a sentence so far.
I say there had to be a worse speller than me to think that.
Yeah, and there's not many of them. So basically, you gotta watch all the episodes. We're gonna throw them in sneakily too. We're not always gonna do the Digital Motorsports ad. We might. Josh threw a sneaky one in the other day. We'll throw a couple of sneaky ones in so people aren't just skimming through the episodes. Keep collecting all the letters. When the series is over, which this is the first series of our drift cars being built, that will be finishing mid-April, we're hoping, around about mid-April, which is only 2 or 3 weeks away.
So it's getting closer and closer and closer, and there's not much time left. That is. Yeah, finishing soon.
So finishing the sentence is going to be far easier than all of this. So when that's finished, we're going to put up a form on our website. We're going to tell you guys plenty in advance which episode is going to be the one, what date that episode is going to be. The one that is the entry. First person that comes in, we'll be watching the entries. First person in, if it's 1 minute past 8 with the right sentence, wins all of this.
All of the lads are just...
It's an empty box, Josh.
Throw in a bag of hunky dories.
And even Ryan will throw in a bag of hunky dories with it as well. We might even put some more stuff in the box.
You know what? So if he doesn't do that now, someone's going to complain and say, everything...
I was looking for some salt and vinegar hunky dories there, and I got this simulator, but I didn't see any crisps in there at all. Anyway, summary is, yes, all of the letters are in order. Yes, one of the letters is spelled incorrect, or words is spelled incorrectly. You cannot guess before the entries are open. It doesn't matter if you do. We don't even know what the end of the sentence is, so just wait and keep collecting. And we will let you know in plenty of time what date that entry form is going to go live on our website. The first person who gets it right wins the simulator. That's all you need to know, so keep collecting. And let's go back to just doing car stuff, and Josh, and I'm listening with these guys all.
I mean, there's discussions being had.
They're talking about their haircuts.
You want to go on fire? You run on the fire extinguisher.
Anyway, back to business as usual.
All the cable ties have to be pointing the same direction as well.
OCD?
No, just it's a nice finish.
Yeah, fair enough.
We also need to sacrifice a snip
Why?
because you need a flush cut.
Can't help but feel you just ruined a set of snips.
No, because it's nice and flat now. A nice clean cut in the cable tie, you know.
The mullet on your head.
It's getting cut off. I'm sitting there. There's a massive mistake.
So this is saving like 1/4 mil maybe.
No, do you know what it does? It takes the sharp edge off the back of the cable tie. So you know when you're reaching in at something, and you pull your arm out and it scratches your arm out, or they can't now because it's cut flush.
You're thinking of Wayne's future then?
Actually, yeah, we probably shouldn't have bothered.
Okay, so that is the plumbed-in fire extinguisher all fitted. So this has 4 extinguisher nozzles, I'm not sure if that's the proper word. So there's one pointing down there onto the fuel tank. We have another pointing to the driver, and one to the turbo and one to the engine. So the aim is to put out the fire where the fire is coming from. So obviously the fuel tank, the engine are two biggest liable things to go on fire, and then also the fire spreads into the cab. We'll put one in there to put that out. So we're moving away from the cab, and Ryan has now got a stainless order. So we're actually now doing the oil pickup. He has stressed how important this actually is, because if he does it wrong by millimeters, it could blow up the engine, which is scary. So he's taking his time, he's got his seat. So yeah, say we just let him crack on with that, and hopefully we can put the engine into the car for good, because it won't need to come out again.
Got about 8 to 10 mil clearance between the bottom of the pan. So that means from this, the far side of this, to the strainer is about 8 mil. So you have that much of a gap if you dent the sump.
So pretty much he's saying, if it blows up, it's not your fault now.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all me.
Yep. It's an SR, so it probably will blow up.
Hey, none of
I
that.
should have put an RB in it.
How many have you blown up?
Look at this. This isn't about me, this is about you.
So the engine is almost ready to go in the car. Ryan just needs to make a small support bracket for the oil pickup, and then the sump can be all bolted up and then ready for the engine to drop right in. So we're going to round up this episode here. Sorry, towards the end it got a bit disjointed. I was off finishing videos. Ryan was doing a very finicky job where he had to spend a lot of time on. Not as much got done to the car as we would have hoped, but in a way we've kind of prepped, so more can go on in the next episode. So on a positive note, we have the full rear end off an RX-8, so we can, all we really wanted was hubs, but it's a very good deal because RX-8 stuff is extremely cheap in Ireland. So all we need was the hubs, but we got the whole lot for 300 quid, so we have a spare diff now, spare shafts, and spare subframe for, I don't know why we would ever need a spare subframe, but we have one anyways. So on the next episode, we can put the full rear of the car, we can put the engine in, start mounting the whole engine bay stuff up, and that is the big bulk of things for this car. All the rest is kind of little bits here and there and everything like that. So hopefully within a week or so, this car will be ready for wiring. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure to check out the Drift Game shop. We very much appreciate all you guys buying stuff from there and supporting the cause. Make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, like the video. That really helps with the algorithm. And we'll catch you on the next episode of Game Changers.